Hey guys, Creator Mom. I just want to real quick give an analogy as to what I think intuitive eating is like. So like in the beginning stages of your journey with intuitive eating. So the beginning stages are like, okay, it's like you make a commitment. You're like this. It's almost like a process of getting to know yourself and your own body. You have to completely set aside food rules like that's bad, that's unhealthy, this is that, blah, blah. You have to, and other people's rules. You got to be on this diet for the best results, that diet, blah, blah, blah. All that noise has to go out the window. And I'm not telling you should do this, whoever you are out there. I'm talking about what I think that this process is like, what it's kind of been like for me. So it's like, yeah, you kind of get rid of all that confusion, noise, blah, blah, blah. You make a commitment to go back to yourself, to go inward, to reconnect with your own body, forgetting about the rules, because you have to kind of recreate your personal way of eating or something like that. So then you have a blank slate. Or how I see it, what the picture that I'm imagining is, imagine you want to make an ice sculpture. So somebody orders this gigantic brick of ice. It's formless. Well, it's just like a huge ass like rectangle, piece of a block of ice. That's what I see intuitive eating as like at first. Okay, I have a block of ice. Which means the block of ice represents there's no rules. I can eat anything, whatever I want, however much I want. By doing this process, I am going to regain valuable information about myself. And maybe I'm describing mindful eating, so excuse me if I'm hijacking the term and like making it into something else. So I'll just say that. Because I'm not a professional or a dietitian or whatever. I'm just speaking my personal experience. So, yeah, the ice rectangle represents, I eat whatever I want. Okay, so I want cereal, I eat cereal, whatever. Then it's like, okay, wow, this is how it is for me. I noticed that, oh yeah, after I ate that, like I don't like that. I don't like how I felt, or I had anxiety. I noticed after this or that. And then saying, okay, that right there, that's a chisel. That's chiseling in your ice brick. Okay? So that's part of what intuitive eating looks like to me. It looks like, oh yeah, I ate this and I noticed that it didn't make me feel well. And then, oh wow, I noticed when I eat like this and I eat like, yesterday I ate chicken Caesar wraps. I made myself chicken Caesar wraps and wow, I felt great after eating that. Like I felt good. I was satiated, they say you're supposed to say. I call it satiated. That makes more sense to me. Like I was satiated, I felt well, I had energy. Okay, that's another chisel into your ice sculpture. And then you start to refamiliarize yourself with like, cool, like I know the things that I like and what feels good to me and how I like to eat. And I also know like things that I don't like to eat because they kind of don't make me feel well. Or, hey, I had a donut yesterday for lunch and you know what? I felt really good. So like, cool. Like I was there like, okay, that's cool. Like I didn't really feel like I had a bad reaction or anything like that. Like, to me, that's what it is. Just kind of like observing. How did that make me feel? And, oh, I had a bowl of that cereal. I felt like crap. But then I kind of switched cereals and I ate this other one. And I felt good afterwards. Like I felt fine. I didn't get that same reaction. Learning, another chisel in your brick. Relearning what works for you. That's how I see it. Not going based on outer rules, but by your own rules. Your own rules and your own observations. That's how I see it in a gist. In a nutshell? Okay. All right, that's it. Peace.